and also maybe upload on your channel or your
Yeah.
crypto community. Right, so we're live on Facebook and I'll have this video on YouTube also. All right, guys, if you're watching us from Facebook, good evening. It's 4 p.m. here in Nigeria, and today we have Alfredo. I'll let him introduce himself. Right, Alfredo, just quickly introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what you're doing.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Alfred from Italy, south of Italy. I'm a little Android developer and start my journey in 2011, both from Android and Bitcoin. I first made my full node at that time. And this last time, I collaborate with the crypto journal Cryptonomist, cryptonomist.ch, and last year I made a book about EOS blockchain. It's called Mastering EOS, that cover from the beginning to how to write a little smart contract that is hello world. So it's a book about both for beginner and also developer, because I also put the code and the query to make the useful for the developers.
Right.
Sorry, you have the audio is not clear. It's low.
Are you a developer, a blockchain developer?
Not technically, but yes, I can write and read some blockchain codes, because I have an Android developer background, so I know and I read what it's written most of all.
Okay. Right. So where are you from? Where are you located? Where's your location, Alfredo?
Currently, I'm in the south of Italy, near Bari. It's in Apulia. And here, where I live, it's not so developed, the background about blockchain. There are some community, crypto community, but most of all are focus on Bitcoin only. And the other blockchain are less known. Sometimes you can see Ethereum, but other than that, it's quite impossible that someone know other blockchains.
All right. So how did you know about EOS? Because you wrote a book, Understanding EOS.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mastering EOS. That's the
Yes.
title of your book.
Mastering.
Right. So tell us about the book and why did you go ahead to write a book? Why did you write a book about EOS?
Sure. To start with, when I, as always, and everyone know about stuff Bitcoin, blockchain, we have read some kind of books, and the most of all of these books are focused on Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin standard, Bitcoin gold, and so on. Of course, mastering Bitcoin. But when I was checking other blockchain, because to understand also other protocols, because Bitcoin has a proof of work. Okay, so everyone know how this works. But other blockchain use other protocol that can be implemented in other blockchain situation. So like POS and DPoS. But when I was looking technically what kind of disintegration can be, or another stuff about other blockchains, I saw that nothing there was made about this blockchain, and specifically about EOS. And it's so absurd, because if we take the blockchain, the EOS blockchain from an objective view, we can show that you can process 1,000 transactions, a system of feeless transaction, and so on. And don't forget the option to store information on our account that with other blockchain this is impossible, and they rely on different protocol, for example EPFS. So my goal was to deep in the EOS blockchain, and to understand all about this blockchain, you must go on the developer site of Block One and the EOS site, where there are all the information you need. But that information are focused for a developer side, not for a common user, because for a common user, even if I type how to create an EOS account, it's not well explained that you have to pay for get one. And so I also written about specifically with also example on how you could get one account with a different way, because we know that we can pay some platform to get one account, or also another account can create other account and give them resource. So all this kind of technical stuff, but also because every chapter and every situation has both normal user view and developer user view. So also the kzjo, Node.js are written in the source code, so the developer can also create an account from command line. And so this is where the book came from. For the name, you can compare to the original mastering EOS, mastering Bitcoin. It is true, it's not a mystery. But also I choose this name because
have you read the Mastering Bitcoin book? Have you read it, Mastering Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Okay, all right.
Yeah, because as I said, in 2011, I already made a Bitcoin full node, but all the information that I got I take it from the Bitcoin Talk forum. And at that time, it was extremely difficult to set all the stuff, because not were all clear and all the steps to do. And so I tried also to make something clear for the people. And so also the name mastering, I choose it because several my Android application start with master. For example, my first Android application, it's called Master Search. And another famous I made.
Does your Android application use the blockchain? Does it use the blockchain?
Allora,
your Android.
Some I made two Android application about blockchain. One is bad crypto database, that is a database of all of bad or deceased or scam coin that are comes in the past, and I also made the information and the logo, because some sites that I saw were only named the project but nothing else, and I saw that several projects has also similar logo for the coin, and it's best to and ticker, because some ticker are the same of the original one, but with the logo you can see if it's the correct one or is the bad one. And the other Android application about the blockchain is called Crypto Explorer, and it's a block explorer, where you can choose, you can search for a transaction, an account, an address, an ID, and it's over 20 different blockchain. it's about 21 or 22 different blockchain, and that it's work completely on blockchain.
All right, that's a very good one. I would like to use your app to see how your app works and see how good it is. Which is your favorite EOS IO application? Which is your favorite app?
My favorite is EOS Nights. It's a game, but
EOS
recently, yes, Night. It's a game that supported because they switched to other blockchain, for example, Ethereum and Tron. And in the next month, they will deploy the same code on the EOS because the first EOS Night doesn't implemented all of the stuff to leverage the cost for the transaction, because as you know, there are some good technique to not to sign all the transaction for the account, but you can also only the important things it's best to sign on the blockchain. And because it's old, it's from 2028, they prefer to go off for this and switch it on this platform where you can choose the same game but on different blockchain.
All right. Alfredo, how can we get your book, The Understanding? Or what am I always saying understanding? Mastering EOS, the book. How can we get it? How can we get this book? How can we get a book? Do you have a website? Is it on Amazon or is it on? How can we buy this book?
Okay. Just one note before I explain this. When I finished the book, it was 20 August 29. I made the book first, and then search for a publisher to go online for the book and for the publication. And I 300 publisher in Italy to propose this book, because at that time it was one of the first book and the first book in Italy about this blockchain. So
Wow. So you mean your book was one of the first book about blockchain in the whole of the country, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And thanks. But even I have a great product to sell. No one believed in my project, and we consider that this pub in Italy, the publisher get the 90% of the cost of the book. So he have a good margin to sell the book. But they don't approve it, and then I choose Amazon, because I were also a developer on Amazon platform, so I already did all the stuff that are linked, because it's not simple to get involved in the Amazon ecosystem. And then so I written an email on Amazon to ask if they can get my book, and 2 days after I sent the email, the book were published on September 15. And the book was the first time I made the book only in Italian until December, but meanwhile I made the English version of the book that it took me about 2 months to translate all the book. And then I also update a separate page for the English book. And the book is available on Amazon, only on Amazon, and it is available on physical book like this. It's physical. I don't know if you see. Okay, it's physical, and also it's digital for Kindle. In more, from the start of 2012, I made the book also free for the Kindle Unlimited user, because my focus not to gain advantages and money from my book, but my goal is to educate people to understand this blockchain, and if it's good for their project, use it for instead of using other blockchain or Ethereum that everyone know only Ethereum. But if there is something easy to understand, maybe they can try to implement it for their project. The audio. No? Sorry, I can't hear it. No, no.
All right, so if you're just joining us, welcome. So today I have Alfredo. Alfredo is in the house. He's the author of a book titled Mastering EOS, and he's also a developer. He has 200 apps that he developed by himself, right? And he knows a lot about blockchain, and he lives in Italy, right? And his book is available for you to buy on Amazon, right? So, and I'm going to let him provide the link so that we can get the book. So he wrote the book Mastering EOS, and yeah, that's it. So, Alfredo, can you kindly tell us how to get this book? Can you provide a link to the book so we can actually check this book out on Amazon?
To find the book, you can type or the name Mastering EOS, because the tag used is on Amazon, Mastering EOS, or you can type my name, because it's also linked to my name, because as I said, I have an Android developer page, and they show all the stuff that I made, both app and books, because I also written other books.
Alfredo, have you heard about voice.com, the social media by Block One on the EOS blockchain? Do you know about Voice? What do you think about Voice? Do you have access to Voice, and are you going to start using it?
Let's explain. For who don't know Voice, Voice is practically a social media like Instagram, but with the implementation of tips. The tips are used with the voice token, and this token are gained by publishing and rewarded from the other user, but you can use it to push up the better content of the platform. So you know that our content is good if there has a lot of tips from one user or other user. And the great things of this platform that to access it, you must pass through KYC procedure, but this don't mean that you must deliver your ID, your personal ID, because there is other way to demonstrate one user, one user and one people behind that account. And as I saw lastly from the last email from Voice, it's possibly that they will implement also identification by Twitter account, LinkedIn account,
Do you have
and
do you have access to
at the
voice?
moment, no.
Okay.
No, at the
Have you
moment,
gotten
no.
an invitation? You were supposed to get an invitation. Do you have anyone already?
I asked for an invitation, but at the moment I have to wait the August 15, like all.
August 15th. All right. All right.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's the dead date.
All right. It's good to have you on the show today, Alfredo. So nice to have you. And I look forward to having your book. I'm going to get your book from Amazon. And guys, this is Alfredo. He's the author of Mastering EOS. The book talks about EOS and EOS blockchain. And also today we talk about Voice, just a little bit about Voice. Voice is a social media platform that is built on the EOS blockchain. And Voice will be live for everyone to use around August 15th. And that's all we have for you today. My name is Sam. I remain Sam with Joseph. I'm going to drop a link to the book. Alfredo, can you drop a link to the book on Amazon so we can get it out? Just drop it in the chat. So in case anyone
Yes.
wants to check it out. So you just drop the link.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I put it. Yeah.
All right. So that's the link to the book. In case you want to check the book out, it's live on Amazon. All right, guys. Nice to have you here today. And thank you, Alfredo. I thank you for your time. And we'll talk some other time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
All right then.